Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crowdsourced challenge. No new rule today. We're at minus 335 euro. And I want to get the rest of the pigs and get them fed. So what I'm going to do is something that I said I think in the last episode that I wasn't going to do. We're going to put out money. 45,000 of a loan should do it. Because I need to buy 20 pigs, which is going to be one full trailer load and then 8 on the next. And then some pig food to go with them. And I've just realized that I don't have a pallet fork for the Manitou, so I'm gonna have to get a pallet fork for the Manitou as well. That's fun. So I'm actually really glad there's no wheel spin today, because I do need to play a bit of catch up with the actual rules. Also, I'm taking bets on what this tractor runs out of first. Is it going to be maintenance or fuel? What will need to be redone first? Repair or refuel? Because it's looking like it could be a tie, because I know maintenance goes down faster than fuel. I've got a tickly throat for some reason all of a sudden. So I'm going to mute my mic while I grab some pigs. There we go. So 1 white, 3 black and white, 3 black, and then 3 pink, and however many white that was. 2 white. Okay. I'm trying to balance the pigs, so there's like an equal number of each, but there's only 4 types of pigs, so it's not going to be perfectly balanced, but it's going to be as perfectly balanced as I can get it. I'm going to be nice and use indicators and whatnot today, for no reason other than it looks good. There we go. Now the really irritating thing about the speed limit being 40 kilometers an hour is the AI goes at 30 kilometers an hour. I still have the indicator on. GG Dave! And in we go. I mean, technically I cut him off, but I was past, so he should have slowed down slightly. So yeah, the plan for today is just dealing with the pigs and really just playing catch up with where the rules are versus where I am. We do have the 25 cows, we just need to get up to the 25 pigs. We're at 5 currently. Plus this 12 will bring us up to 17. And then I want to try and get them fed. So we'll need 8 more pigs after this if my maths is correct, which rarely is. Confirm. And somebody was suggesting that, I can't remember exactly what, but somebody was suggesting something to do with animals, and I was like, somebody suggested something. Yes, Dave, what did they suggest? I can't remember. Well, why did you bring it up? Because I'm stupid. Yes, you are, Dave. Why do you do these things all the time? So let's just check my maths real quick. 3, 6, 12, 17. Good. My maths actually worked this time, so I'll need to get 3 black and white, 1 white, and then another pink. That'll bring us up to the full 25 pigs, of which there'll be 1 more pink than anything else. 3 black and white, 1 white. Okay. So it'll be 1, 1, 3, 3. Got it. And down we go into the animal buy point, which I'm noticing now that we're spending significantly less money than I expected. I think my maths might have been off when I was working out how much we were going to need for the animals. Because I worked it out as 30-odd thousand, and that's... So 1, 1, 3, 3. brings us up to 8 pigs in the trailer. And no, my maths was actually correct because I left 15,000 to buy food and bales and stuff. So no, for once, my maths was actually correct. And by the way, you did hear me right. I am going to buy some straw bales because I actually need it for the cows as well. So that's something I need to work on. I also need to, if we've got time left at the end of the video, compact down the silage. If you were watching yesterday's stream, you'll know that I ended with field, what was it, field 18 mostly weeded. I did finish the weeding before starting to record here, so that's all done. I actually finished it while watching Landy's stream, so I wasn't talking in there much. So that's done. We just need to get the pigs sorted now and fed, and then ideally some straw for both the pigs and the cows as well, and a bit of water. I do have the water tanker over at the cow yard still, over at the main yard. But that is something that I'd like to do today, just try and get the pigs up to 100%. Because they're actually comically a bit easier to get to 100% because you can just straight up buy the pig food. Or it's easier to buy the pig food. Somebody, I remember now, somebody suggested I give the pigs the actual crops they want, and that's... oh good lord, that looks full. Just want to double check, 6, 12... 20, 18, 25, yep. That is the full contingent of 25 pigs, and I'm going to leave this trailer over here because I get the feeling the next rule that's going to come up is 25 sheep. Also, just in terms of things what I have done, the sheep are actually over at the cow yard, Dave. So it actually makes more sense to bring this over, because if it's 10, like 25 chickens or something, then that's easy to do from just the yard. There's no way to transport them. Yet. Kind of hope somebody doesn't make a chicken transporter. Somebody was suggesting that I, like, feed the pigs the actual crops that they want, and while that'd be fun, it would basically, I know it wouldn't actually, but in order for me to do it, like, well, it would basically require me to, split up the fields that I have already, and I don't really want to do that. Just because the fields that I have already, they're really good for making money out of and really good for making straw out of. So I feel like it makes more sense to keep the fields as they are and just kind of buy pig food with the money we make from the fields whenever there's great demand, because the great demand rule is an odd one. It's a double-edged sword, and I still haven't checked if I've put the pig rule into the list yet, by the way. I think I did, but I'm not sure. I can't remember doing it, so I'll check once I've got this recorded. The Great Demand Rule is a double-edged sword because it is painful in so far as, you know, I can't just sell when the price is good, but it's good in that the price is going to be even better with the Great Demand. So, it's not the end of the world. You know, we are now 45,000 in debt effectively, because I do plan on spending the rest of the 14,000 we currently have. But I am going to insert a rule myself today, and that rule is going to be that I have to pay back the loan. So I will have a manually inserted rule that isn't going to be put into the wheel, isn't going to be suggested in the comments. It's going to be one that I've put in myself. Which means there will still be the wheel tomorrow. But it's just so you guys can shout at me to actually make sure the loan's paid back, more than me making a rule just for the sake of making a rule. So I guess it is me just making a rule for the sake of making a rule, to a certain extent. So let's grab the water tanker. I'm going to fill it up because I think 25 pigs, for 10 days, they're going to need quite a bit of water. And that's something that I know that people have been saying the animals take so much food now, and I think they take a small bit more on a daily basis, but the main contributing factor to, like, the amount of food it takes for the animals to reach 100% fill is that they now take food for 10 days as opposed to 6. It was always 6 days they took the food for. While I'm waiting here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a... that's for skid steers. A pallet fork. And let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll buy, yeah, 8 straw bales. So 4 for the pigs, 4 for the cows, and I'll just get the rest in pig food. So now we're down to 265. So this is me actually planning something out for once. This is a true rarity. Me planning out kind of the next moves. Sorry if I sounded like I was about to sneeze in that last sentence, because I was. That's why I just suddenly went silent. I had to mute my mic up real quick so that you guys wouldn't get deafened. And I wouldn't be wondering when I look at this in the editing software after I'm done recording and getting ready to edit and upload and stuff like that. Why on earth is there just this big box at some point in the video? Oh yeah, Dave, that's when you sneezed straight into the microphone. So yeah. Is 8,000 litres even enough for the pigs? I don't know. Also, I'm yet to find the Marwell Lake. I feel like I'm missing something here, because there's a lake on the map somewhere, and I have no idea where it is. People keep talking about it. No, I've not seen it yet. So I'm clearly missing something. I'll need to go into like placeable mode or something later on and find this magical famous lake that's on the map somewhere. So this is actually the wrong side to give the pigs water, isn't it? Yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze through by the chicken feeder here. There is still technically a fence missing on the map here, you might notice it. Thing is, that has actually been fixed in version 1.1. I know I'm on version 1.1. It is fixed, but Oxy put it into the wrong transform group, so it's not actually visible currently. Oh, they only took 5,000 litres of water. That's odd that they took significantly less than I expected. That's a first. Let's grab the mana too. Let's put this down. Switch you on, put this down. And, ooh, actually no, it would make more sense for me to bring this over to the shop. This is going to be a mess. I know this is going to be a mess immediately. And I'm hoping I can do what I want to do here, because this is going to be a bit silly, but if it works, it's going to be fantastic. Because I need to bring the feeder around, the straw blower, which I do have and have had for quite a while. I could grab the fast track for this. I'm going to have to grab the fast track for this. Okay. The next problem, and it's just occurred to me, is I could really do with the Chieftain trailer. How much is the Chieftain? 18.5. That's way too much for me to be pulling out more of a loan for. Field 18, by the way, Field 15 is now fully in grass. Something that I need to fertilize that now and just get that up to 100% ready to go. I do still have the crop growth turned off. I really want to get Field 19 ready before I re-enable crop growth, and honestly the Deutz is really struggling with that, with the 5-furrow plough, so definitely 1000% the next purchase is going to be a subsoiler for coulter ploughing, so that things will count as being ploughed a bit faster, and actually comically requires slightly less power than a plough. So that's the 4 bales for the pigs. Just gonna grab the fast track. I'm gonna keep this on the front just because it kind of looks comical. So it's back over to the yard we go to grab the I could throw the bales into the mixing wagon. Why would I want to do... No, I'm better off throwing them into the straw blower. Problem is, and you're going to see this fairly quickly, that straw blower can only really hold 3 and transport them, so I will have to transport the bales in the slightly dodgy manner that I did during the stream when I was finishing off that contract on Field 10. Which, if you missed the stream and you didn't hear me say this, the reason that the contract on Field 10 looked so weird and the field boundaries were so odd in that is unfortunately a game limitation. It's one of those things that is just... the game forces it to be that way, so it kind of has to be that way. So let's get this on the back of the fast track. I very nearly just ran into the back of it. And yes, I do have guidance steering just visible for now. I don't plan on using the fast track very much today. And this is all I'm going to be doing for the rest of the evening in Farm Sim, is just recording this, then going to edit it and stuff. And I'm hoping to maybe play another game tonight if I can, because I've not played other games for a few days now. And I really want to play some X-Plane. So I'm hoping that I get this video sorted relatively quickly so that I can chill out and X-Plane and do a couple of flights in probably the Cessna, actually. Quite enjoyed flying that on Friday. Flying Friday, by the way, on X-Plane will continue this week. I might put up a poll somewhere or other, or might choose a plane at random to fly, based on how I feel on Friday. I'm not entirely sure I want to do that just yet. So this is going to go straight over to the pigs. And I have no idea where the straw trigger is, so this could get very interesting very quickly. Do I want to put a couple of bales in first? No. It's probably safer if I just drive this direct and then get the bales in separately. So let's see, is there any triggers marked out over here that look like they might be of interest? There's a water trigger. I'm gonna say, and this is purely a guess, that I'm actually in the wrong side of the yard right now, and that the straw trigger is actually marked out over there beside where I was putting the pigs in earlier in the video. So let's... oh, is this going to be absolutely perfect? This is going to be absolutely perfect. Yeah, this has to be the straw trigger. And I don't think we'll actually need all 4 bales for the pigs, but it's going to make life a bit easier to bring 4 over. Because whatever I don't use for the pigs, I can then use for the cows. And I'll probably sort the cows either off camera or in today's stream. Just because I don't think you need to see me doing, using the straw blower twice in the same video. I will, however, be bringing the pig food over today and starting to feed them. I will finish that off camera because pig food is not the most exciting job in the world. And one of the plans for today's stream, by the way, is that I'm going to be... I haven't closed the game since I finished yesterday's stream yet, by the way. In terms of, like, the timeline of when Dave does stuff. So one of the plans for today's stream is going to be using the Abbeys for the first time. And I'm so glad that Oxy put a gate in there, because those bales would be lost to time itself if it wasn't. Let's see how well this goes. How good are they doing with straw? They only need 2 bales. That's bale 1. That's bale 2. And I think I will sort the cows out off camera. in between finishing this video and the stream tomorrow. Probably while I have a cup of tea. So I'll disconnect the bale fork here. I know that I just dropped it like 30 feet or 10 feet or 20 feet or however far that is. I'll pick it up later, but just for the sake of being speedy. And I do actually plan on possibly tomorrow's video being just tidying the yard and putting stuff away. Because there's a lot of you that are now complaining about the state of the yard, not just Fahy, so in the interests of keeping you guys happy, I will actually tidy. I've just realized, is there pig food bags in the thing? No, good. I would have been really annoyed if the big backpack had pig food in it. So let's try and cheese this a bit. So let's grab one, pick it up, reverse, because you can pick up two at once here if you're smart and beautiful in every possible way, like me. Disclaimer, I may not actually be smart and beautiful in any way, but I'm gonna say that anyway. So this is gonna end well, I think, because now we've got the pigs up with straw. They'll start producing manure, which means I can use a manure spreader at some point. And with the food coming in now, that's going to mean they'll start producing slurry, which honestly is kind of my primary use for pigs. Their feeding trough is over this side of the yard, though. There we go. I do like the change they made. Them means you can unload 2 pallets at once. That is a nice change, because it used to be you could only ever unload 1 at any given time. Now it's whatever pallets you have that are in the trigger will be unloaded magically. Oh god. That was 2 pallets. Maybe I should try and just give them the actual crops they want, with the exception of like potatoes and sugar beet. Because this isn't gonna tide them over for very long at all. What do I have in storage currently? I have barley, I have canola, I've got corn. Do they take all 3 separately? Wheat, barley, corn, canola. Good. If I were to get like field 10, I could possibly turn that into a sugar beet field, I guess. This is my problem. Like, I don't want to do sugar beets in any of the fields that I currently own, because they are just too big for a sugar beet harvest. But if I get like, even field 17 would be an okay size to bring in the homer. But potatoes, I don't think they're worth doing, just because even the big harvester takes an age to do them. Plus the potatoes need like a dedicated seeder, and I can just use the same seeder for corn as I would sugar beets. I think that's probably the way that I'll do. Yeah, that's probably the way that I'll do things. We're already down to minus 360 because of presumably courseplay. And oh no, it's probably actually the lease on the Deutz as well. Because remember, that thing is leased. I do not own the Deutz. I'm just punishing it because it's the rental tractor. How long have I had? Is that owned by me? Is that random front loader actually owned? Yeah. Let's get rid of one of them. I had a pallet fork over here the entire time and I'd forgotten about it. Long-term plan, I kind of want to get a forklift just for dealing with stuff at the shop that I can throw stuff onto a trailer with. As well as that, I'd like to get the Chieftain just so it's a bit easier to move things about. But with the way the finances are right now, not something that's going to be possible. Let's get out onto the road here. Down to the pigs. The only reason that I'm doing this with the telehandler is that it is a quite short drive. Like, it's basically across the road that I need to go in terms of on public roads with this very unsafe load. And there we go, another 2 down. How are we? Oh my god, they're still in the red. Pigs, why do you do this to me? Why do you... Oh my god, that sounds horrific. Why do they take so much food? Because they're pigs, Dave. Pigs are notorious for eating a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to empty out some silos, I think. And just literally bring trailer loads of food over to the pigs. That still probably won't be enough. I mean, they've got 3,000 litres of corn now, and that doesn't seem to be enough for them, so... Yeah, another hidden blessing of the great demand rule, I guess, is that I can stockpile food for the pigs, and if I get a great demand, I suppose I can use that, what would have been pig food, to buy pig food. So yeah, to the person who suggested that I actually use crops to feed the pigs, with the exception of potatoes and sugar beets for a while at least, yeah, that's probably going to happen now. Just because I didn't realise exactly how hungry the pigs were going to be. That's not good. That's gone very wrong. Can I reach in over with the Manitou? This is me just being too lazy to drive around to a gate. Can I... I am a genius. What? Oh. Disappeared before I could turn the HUD back, the HUD off and take a screenshot of that. So I guess all that we can do right now is get... I guess the John Deere is going to be the heaviest tractor we have. The Fast Track might be mildly heavier, but that needs to basically stay on the straw blower for now. I'm going to bring this back over to the yard, and we're going to start compacting down the silage because that's basically the only thing left to do. Although, just looking at the time, I think we're probably better off doing. I'm probably better off doing that off camera because we are running short on time, and I don't want to just have the last minute or two be me compacting silage because hey, it's something to do. So I will leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Crowdsourced Challenge in Farming Simulator 19 on Marwell Manor Farm version 1.1. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe as always. Do leave your rule suggestions in the comments below, and I will go through them. I might not necessarily comment on them because I've been a bit lazy and slacking on that, but I will go through them 100% guaranteed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.